Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning, my beautiful imperfectionist family. What's good? It's your girl Tammy, aka That's a Woman, coming to you with this week's session of planting and or watering, where what is it I'm doing? I am either planting something new in your life or I am watering something that has already been planted. And listen, I'm gonna jump right in. Last week I talked about the story with the young lady who had the choice of being broken or bitter or better. And I talked about the wailing women on the wall. And who I failed to also talk about was the lady, the widow, that had to come up against an unjust judge. And here's the thing. We know we're in a world full of injustices. We know that. So we won't even tap into that. But what I want to use her for is to bring a point to our lives as we're on this journey towards empowerment, this journey towards transformational thinking, this journey towards living the best life that we chose to come here to this earth to live. And this woman was due riches or due her inheritance, and the unjust judge was trying to keep her from it. And this woman was so made up in her mind that I'm going to get what is due to me, that she stayed bothering him, stayed determined, stayed after him, she nagged him. And here's the thing, I'm not even a nagging person. Like, I don't even like when people nag, but she had her mind made up that she wants something and he had it. And that's determination that we have to get when life is lifing. We have to have the determination that we know what we want. That's a clear vision. And we're going to do what we can to get it without succumbing to the distractions. Because here's the thing. Once you cast vision, distractions are surely going to come. And here's the thing. It could be something that's rightfully due to you. Her case was rightfully hers. And he was being narcissistic, abusing power. And sometimes we see that in this world we're living in, where people tend to abuse their power because they want to hoard it and keep it for themselves, when what people fail to realize is we are in an abundant universe where there's enough for everybody. But here's the thing. That sister wore that man down. She wore him down. She kept going till finally he just had enough. And he said, let me give this woman what she desires. And here's the thing. In my active imagination, I feel that she was like, you know what? He gonna give me mine. He's gonna give me mine. And hey, it's almost like that supernatural strength you draw when your babies are in trouble or when your life is on the line. And him withholding what was due her was affecting her livelihood. And she made the determination. So what am I saying to you? Make the determination. What is it that you want? What is the clear vision that or aka intention you desire for your life? Because here's the thing, sometimes life is not going to let you have it easy. It's going to see how bad do you want it. And this is what we have to get in our mind. How bad do we want it? And let me tell you, the tricks, the traps, the little snares that are going to be planted to keep you from it can show up in many ways. I won't even begin to share some of the ways that it's showing up in people's lives. However, what I am going to share is just be ready. Be ready. That's why the scriptures say to put on the whole armor of God, that you can stand against the wiles of the devil. Because guess what? The wiles are coming. The wiles are coming. They're coming in the form of families being torn apart, being wars raging around us, finances. You think you close to the finish line and the finish line gets pushed back. They are here. But you got to be like that woman. And not only that woman, there's another woman in the Bible that had an issue of blood for 12 long years. And I've talked about her before, and her story is going to live on forever. Why? Because she's the epitome of faith. Even in her feeble body, she had a determination that she wanted her healing. And when the doctors kept saying no, she said, I know where I can get my healing from. And I just need to touch, not even to touch Jesus or his body. If I could just touch the hem of his garment, I will be made whole. So that's what she did. She pressed in the midst of a crowd. Imagine, and this is what I want you to do for your life and for what it is that you're after. Have the image in your mind that if a woman with no strength, barely able to move, can press her way through a crowd of people to get to the source of her healing, you can too. You can get to the source of where your victory lies. And it starts by believing. It starts by being determined. It starts by, or it's maintained. Let me say, it's maintained by not allowing those distractions that come. Because imagine, a crowd of people can be distracting. Imagine going to a concert. Usher, he just performed at Super Bowl. Try to get to Usher if you want to. Imagine the crowd pressing to get to him. Then you got to be determined to be able to get past him. Now, he had security. Jesus didn't necessarily have security, but in a sense he did, because he had his disciples. So he had security. But that woman was like, no, I'm going to get my victory. I am going to be healed of this infirmity. And so that's what she did. And she pressed on and she pressed on. And guess what? When she did it, that's why Jesus said, I feel virtue has left my body. Why? Because her faith was so strong that just the touch caused the infirmity, the virtue to leave his body to go to her healing. And just think about that in life. That's why they say, and I repeated it recently, faith the size of a mustard seed can move a mountain. And that's where we got to be in life. Even if it's a mustard seed size faith, we got to know that mountain is going to be removed. Just like when Joshua and Caleb went with the other spies into the promised land, the land that was promised to them. And what I am here to say, your desires are promised to you. You will have them as long as you continue to believe for the impossible. Believe that everything is working out for you and your good. As long as you continue to believe, it will happen. So when they went into the promised land and came back with the report, this other spouse was like, oh yeah, there's giants in the land. And they're big and we can't come up against them. Listen, when you have all supernatural forces, when you have God, when you have everybody on your side, there is nothing, absolutely nothing that comes up against you that you can't have. You are victorious. So guess what? The report that Caleb and Joshua gave was, yes, there are giants in the land, but we can take them. Why? Because they knew who was on their side. It's just like Gideon. When Gideon went into battle, Gideon had over 10,000 people with him. But guess what? It was reduced to 300. And guess what? He won the battle. What is that to say? More than the world against you. More than the world, more than these distractions. And no, when the distractions arise, and they will, that's why, hey, life is going to happen. You can be going about minding your own business, and I could attest to that. I don't even have enough time to tell you all about some of the little distractions and the little things that's planted. But one thing I know, I have to stay focused, and I encourage you to stay focused. And here's the thing. Have your moment. Acknowledge how you feel. I will not stop stressing that. Acknowledge how you feel. I heard it said a while back, embrace your feelings. Literally embrace them, deal with them, and let them dissipate as vapor. Let them go. Let them go. Don't hold on to them. And sometimes, I'm going to be honest, you got to just stop and rest. Sometimes, in order to regroup, to get you back together, you got to rest. And I know sometimes we feel if we keep going, that's going to make things better. No, that's going to wear you out. You can't deal with what's going on, what's coming your way if you're not rested. Why? Because you're not focused. You're not focused. I'll even give you a little look. Y'all know I'm transparent. Like, I have so much going on right now that this morning I tried to meditate when I couldn't even pray right. I was like, okay. I was trying to talk to my spiritual guys. I was trying to talk to God, and I was like all over the place. And then finally some said, listen, just breathe, sage yourself, and bring your focus and just go into meditation. Go into meditation. Quiet your mind, because it was here. And I say that to say that's what happens. Distractions will come even to the best of us, even to the most powerful ones of us. It happened. And guess what? We're all powerful. So guess what? You're not exempt from it. So just always know that even when the distractions come in, what did the scripture say? Said it before. When the enemy comes in like a flood, a standard is lifted to protect you. You are protected. You're safe. You're guided. You just got to calm you down. You got to let you know, hey, it's okay. Calm down. What does the scripture say? Be still. Something a lot of people don't want to do. Be still and know that I am God. Know that I am with you. I am making a way for you. I always have a way of escape. But I need you, beloved, to trust me. Trust that I have this world. I have you in the palm of my hand. Trust that I am working it out for you. Don't allow life distractions and life toils and turmoil and wars and political things and other things that go on to keep you from the best that I have for you. I have the best in store for you. I just want you to look towards it. I want you to be prepared. Be prepared for what is coming. Get eager. Have high expectations, knowing that you know that it's changing. It's working out. I see you abundant. I see you prosperous. I see you healed. I see you healthy. I see you whole. This is where you have to get the eyes of source energy that sees you. See yourself that way. Don't see yourself continually in the state that you are in. Do not do it. It's imperative to you and the success that is right there. It's right there, right there, right there. What do they say? The darkest hour is before day. So if it seems dark in your life, if it seems like storms are continuously raging when you done told these storms to get the heck out of your life, if it seems like they're still coming, no, you're on the verge. You're on the verge of that breakthrough. And what I want you to do is to not lose heart. I want you to not lose heart. I want you to keep moving. Go back to the woman with the issue of blood. Go back to the unjust woman. And I'm going to throw in my girl Hannah. Hannah was the prophet Samuel's mother, and she had one of the most powerful prayers in the Bible when she prayed because she was barren, and she prayed, and she was losing heart too, because she almost didn't want to go back up to the temple, but she chose to, and she continued because she knew if she prayed, trust, and believe, it will change things in your life. Okay, so continue on in prayer. Continue on trusting. Continue on believing. Have faith. Remember, right now, faith. Now, faith. Call those things that be not as though they were. This is the time, I promise you, I see stuff happening, but this is where we have to know that we know it is all working out. It's going to change. This is where we make the declaration, this too shall pass. And I was speaking to someone the other day, and I hadn't thought about this one in a while. But this is a time where I'm recommending the serenity prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change and the courage to change the things that I can. And if you have to go throughout the day repeating that, let it set in on your spirit, because I tell you, you need that strength. You need that strength. And let me just insert a plug. April is Earth Month. Get to the earth. I promise you, your connection to the outdoors, your connection to the trees and the elements. And I know in Georgia, I'm wearing bright colors for a reason. We just came off of Easter. I know pollen is in the air, but take your allergy medicine or limit your time. But spend some time in nature, because we are created from the earth. And so we need to be connected to it. Hear the birds singing. I heard them singing this morning. I was like, yes, spring is here because the birds are singing. And let me tell you, the birds have a message for you. Sometimes they're just your ancestors letting you know, hey, I'm with you. I'm here to protect you. I'm here to guide you. I know I sound weird when I say that. And y'all know, I told y'all, if it comes with the price of getting us to the next level and keeping us connected to God and our supernatural forces, I'm going to be the weirdo, okay? So get connected to the earth. Spend time with God. Be still. Know that He is God. Trust and believe everything is working out for you. This too shall pass, and God will grant you the serenity to get through whatever it is that you are facing. Okay, so with that, yours truly gonna bring this session to a close. Hope I said something to inspire you, to uplift you, to encourage you, to just let you know it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. I know it's hard right now, but look beyond the now. Go into the future and know everything is working out for you. And if I have said anything to encourage you, I ask that you click the like button, give me a thumbs up, or drop me a comment. Let me know, as well as share the word of hope with someone who may be in need of it. And if you are not part of my imperfectionist family, I invite you to click on the subscribe button and become a part of it. So listen, until the next time, I want you to have peace. God grant you the peace to accept the things that you cannot change. I pray He gives you the courage to change the things that you can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Until the next time, I want you to be blessed and empowered, and have an amazing day.